Hey there everybody, it's Wayne D. Welcome to the website. It's wayned.com. I've been watching a little more European Tour golf, and I wanted to focus on a couple of players you may not have heard of here in the States. This is a young guy, went to Vanderbilt University, Matthias Schwab from Austria. So I only got one swing of his a couple of weeks ago. He finished third in this European Tour tournament. And I watched him a little bit. I was pretty impressed with the lines on his swing. So I also thought the rehearsals were interesting. So this is since Matthew Wolff just won, this is a much more conventional player. He was a very good college player, two-time All-American. Played on the Walker Cup team, I think, and had a good rookie year last year. So he's very young, and you can see he's very regimented. So he's a different type of player than a Matthew Wolff. This is not a reactive player. He has a plan. He knows what his swing is going to be doing, and you can just see it. It's much more conventional than what Wolff was up to. So let's go back and take a closer look at this. So in his setup routine, watch how he rehearses the takeaway just past. There you go. So you can see it. It's pretty much a swinging motion. You got to notice how he's swinging the club forward before he swings it back. So it's a motion. Watch this one. So you can see him go forward and back. So he's not just trying to place the club. He's thinking about what he's going to be doing when he's set up to the ball. He wants to get it. He wants to get that trigger to set the rhythm of his swing. So he's going back and forth. So he gets it back to about P2, and then he takes a fuller practice swing. So let's watch that again. A little forward, a little back. Checks the position, then he takes it up to the top. So if I split screen this, and on the right side here, I'm going to go back and stop when he rehearses that full backswing. Which is right here. Okay, cool. Now, let's see how close the real swing comes to his rehearsal swing. Now, also, it's pretty cool. Notice the deliberate taking of the grip. I do that where I either get it in front of me and lift it up, or do it down on the side here when it's on the ground like that. So you can see him get his last three fingers on the grip with the left hand. All right. So you can see that takeaway is very close to what he was doing, and then let's get him up to the top. And there it is. So if there's a little bit of difference, I'd say his lower body is a little bit more turned here in the rehearsal swing. He's not really resisting anything here, but notice the length of the backswing. With a little less hip turn, we get a little less backswing length, but generally speaking, he's doing what he's rehearsing. Now, one thing you'll see in the actual swing is you'll see much faster lower body rotation, and that's a lot of times is the nature of rehearsal swings. Since there's no ball there, don't have to create a lot of energy in the practice swing. It's really just a rehearsal to get the motion just something to copy. And then when we look at the full swing, now you can see how much more open the hips are. So he's not really focused on impact over here on the right. This is just more of a, like I said, a rehearsal motion for rhythm, where you test that first takeaway position and then just back and forth. There he's going to take that grip. There's a deliberate setup routine. Now he's just going to put a nice move on it. So here's a young guy that I think deserves some attention. So not sure if he's in the British, but at some point he will be. So we got nice lines, nice hand path. See the right arm's got some space, left wrist. These are all standard items. Nice footwork, nice and open. You can see the left release. It's got a nice high finish. So anyway, that's Matthias Schwab, and I actually think you're going to really hear more from him. He looks like an excellent player to me.